Hi, Dad. How have you been? I have some amazing news to share with you. I'm getting married!
Oh, wow! That's great! Your mother never mentioned that things were so serious between you and your boyfriend.
Actually, Mom didn't know that I was in a serious relationship either. I only told her yesterday, so she was pretty surprised. I wanted to tell the both of you in person, but it seems that you're really busy, so I texted you guys instead.
You're right. I've been pretty busy lately. But this is important. I can make time for you. When do you want to come over?
That sounds great. Let me check my schedule and get back to you. You'd be surprised to know that you've already met my fiancé.
What do you mean by that?
You'll see when you meet him. I'm so excited.
Okay. What's your fiancé like?
He works at a company that happens to be one of your clients. His name is Nate. Does that ring a bell?
Oh yes, it does. I know Nate. He works in sales, doesn't he? He's really good at his job, too. Well done. You picked a good guy to marry.
Well, it's not like I selected him from a group of men or anything. We just found that we have a lot in common. Anyway, I look forward to introducing you and Mom to Nate.
How about next weekend? Does that work for the two of you?
I think so. I'll write it down on my calendar. See you next week then. I'll make sure that Nate is available too. I'll get back to you when I know for sure, okay? Oh, I heard from Mom that you've been working on the weekends as well. Don't work too hard though. You need to rest too. What are you working on that is keeping you so busy?
I suppose it just means that my position in the company is becoming more senior. Being promoted isn't all fun. It means more responsibility, too.
Oh, so that means you got a promotion then? But why did the company lower your salary? It doesn't seem fair.
What are you talking about?
Mom told me that they lowered your salary, but you've been working longer hours with no overtime. I don't think that you should let the company abuse you like this.
They're not abusing me. You don't need to worry about that. I've been assigned some new tasks, and it's taking me some time to get used to them. Your mother shouldn't have said anything to you.
Oh. Alright then. I guess that makes sense because Nate tells me that your company takes great care of its employees. He told me that it didn't make sense that they were making you do more work for less money.
You don't need to be concerned. I can take care of myself. Nate doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't even work for the same company that I do. He'll understand when he's older and more mature. Besides, I'm getting benefits that are only available to people in my position. But because we get these benefits, we're not allowed to charge for overtime. So basically, I get paid an annual salary and no overtime. You get how it works now?
Of course I knew that. What I'm trying to tell you is that it doesn't make sense that they lowered your annual salary. If you got a promotion, your salary would stay the same or be raised.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore with you. I need to get back to work now. See you next week.
You're still working?
I am. So I really don't have time to be talking to you over chat. I look forward to sitting down with Nate and getting to know him better.
Okay. See you next week then. Good luck with work. Mom, don't you think that Dad's been acting strange lately? I feel like he's hiding something from us. I agree. He's not quite himself these days. But hey, you don't need to worry about it. I can handle your father on my own. I told him my wedding date, but Dad didn't seem too interested. It kind of felt like he already had plans on that day. It feels like he's not even excited that I'm getting married. Me getting married is kind of a big deal. I expected him to be more enthusiastic than this. I'm sure that he's thrilled that you're getting married to Nate. He just has a weird way of showing it. Work is keeping him really busy and he hasn't gotten the chance to be happy about your engagement yet. He won't miss your wedding though. He loves you too much. Perhaps we can all sit down and talk about things when the time is right. What do you mean by that? You're making me think that something bad is going to happen to our family. I'm an adult, Mom. You don't need to hide anything from me. I can handle it. I don't want Nate to pick up on the fact that things are awkward in our family right now. You have a point. I was planning on telling you, but I didn't want to ruin your engagement or your wedding. I haven't said anything to your father about this, so will you keep it between us for now? I want to process things before I go and have a talk with your father. What do you need to process? I won't tell Dad, so please, tell me what's going on. It seems that your father is in love with someone else. What? So he's cheating on you then? Yes, but I didn't want to say anything until your wedding was over. I can't believe that Dad would do this to you. It's unforgivable. I'd like to have a word with him about this. And that's exactly what I don't want you to do. Let me talk to him when I'm ready. I'm still sorting things out. I'm also gathering all the evidence that I need. Wow. You're really handling this on your own? I'm proud of you, Mom. If Nate ever cheated on me like this, I'd go crazy. Yeah, it's best not to be cheated on. But if you have been, then the best way to deal with it is through revenge. I'm going to make sure that my plans don't interfere with your wedding, though. If it were just an affair, I might have been able to get past it, but the person he's cheating with is the other problem. What do you mean?
I'm in the middle of work right now. I can't pick up the phone right now.
How could you be at work right now? Call me back now!
I'm still working. I'll get back to you later.
It's Saturday! And do you know what day it is today?
I'm on a business trip. I'm busy. What do you want?
Do you really have to ask? You're unbelievable!
What do you mean by that? I'm working. Show a little respect. Now stop texting me. I've got to go now.
I can't believe that you're the one getting mad about this. Do you understand what you're doing to our family?
What do you mean? I'm working for my family. I really have to go. Stop bothering me.
You're so clueless, it makes me sick. I'm ashamed to have you as my father. I really hate you right now, and you're not the person that I thought you were.
What's with all the name calling? You're the one that's bothering me. Why are you so pissed? Now can you please let me get back to work?
Well, what kind of father forgets about his own daughter's wedding?
What?
I can't believe that you didn't come to my wedding. And I won't ever forgive you for it. So you forgot about my wedding because you were so preoccupied about going on your stupid trip with your young lover? Did I get that right?
Wait, how do you know about the trip?
Can you really call yourself a good father and husband after what you've done? You're dating someone that is close to my age. And you're so obsessed with her that you forgot to come to my wedding. How could you?
Wait, today's your wedding?
Yes, it is! Well, it's too late because you've already ruined everything. The wedding is over. And you didn't walk me down the aisle like you promised you would. I despise you.
It was an honest mistake. I didn't forget out of spite. Miranda, I'm so sorry about this. I'll find a way to make it up to you.
It's too late for your apologies. The damage has already been done.
But
You hurt me and Mom enough by having an affair, but on top of that you forgot to come to my wedding? How could you?
I'm on a business trip, not a holiday. It's not my fault. And I'm not having an affair. This is all a big misunderstanding.
I see. So you're just going to continue lying to my face then? I spoke with the CEO of your company. He told me that you aren't on a business trip. Does that mean that he's the one that's lying?
You spoke to the CEO?
Well, he was at my wedding, so I thought I'd ask. I thought that it was strange that my father missed my wedding. When do you plan on telling us the truth? You can't run from this.
Why was the CEO at your wedding in the first place? Your wedding's not that important.
I see. So that's how you feel about my wedding then?
That's not what I meant. Your wedding is important to me, but why to our CEO? He doesn't know you personally.
You haven't been listening to anything I told you, huh? My fiancé Nate is the son of the CEO of your client's company.
What? So you're marrying the son of a CEO?
Yes. So the CEO of your company attended as a guest of Nate's family. You should have known all this. Most of senior management was at our wedding.
Oh my. This can't be good for me.
No, it's not. And you're the one that caused this to happen. Are you starting to realize the gravity of your actions? Mom and I are in a really awkward position because of you. Well, your punishment is coming your way, so be prepared.
I'm on my way to the wedding venue right now. I'm sure that it's not too late.
I already told you that it's too late. The wedding is finished. So there's no point in you coming here. I'm cutting all ties with you.
Isn't that a little extreme? Give me a chance to make amends. I'm your father. You can't cut me out of your life.
Well, what kind of father forgets about his daughter's wedding to go on a trip with his lover? You're not my father anymore. And Mom feels the same way. She wants nothing to do with you. She's going to divorce you.
Divorce? She hasn't said anything to me about that. How many times do I have to tell you that I'm not having an affair? What can I do to have you believe me?
You're a disgrace. Why don't you stop lying? No one believes anything that you say. And you can't deny it because I already know the truth. Do you know why?
Are you just making this all up?
Then how come I know how old your lover is then? Mom hired a private investigator, and she has all the information about your affair. Your lover happens to work at the same company as Nate.
I can't believe that your mother hired a private investigator!
Well, she was smart to do so. I don't consider you to be my father anymore. I don't want you to get in touch with me ever again. Nate already told his parents about your affair.
So Nate's father knows?
Yes, he does. And Mom told the CEO of your company. Practically everyone knows about your affair now.
How can she do this to me?
To you! You did this to us! Why don't you have a talk with your CEO and see what he thinks about your affair? That is, if you even have the courage to ask for a one-on-one meeting with your CEO.
Miranda, I apologize about missing your wedding. That was not my intention. You have to believe me.
It's too late to regret anything. It's already done. Your life as you know it ended the minute you decided to have an affair. You chose a really bad person to have an affair with as well. And it was stupid of you to plan a trip with her on the same day as my wedding.
How many times do I have to apologize about missing your wedding? I'm really sorry and I mean it. I'm going to make it up to you.
And how are you going to do that? Well, you just pay the alimony that you owe Mom and leave us alone. Mom and I are no longer on your side. You're on your own.
Do you have to be so hard on me? People make mistakes. We all do. Let me explain, and I'm sure that you and your mother will find it in your hearts to forgive me.
Well, I don't have the time to listen to your lame excuses. There's never a good reason for cheating on your spouse. I got married today, and I'm happy. I don't need my former father trying to ruin it for me. Please stop texting me.
I've been a good father to you. You can't cut me out because of one mistake.
You may have been a good father to me in the past, but that's in the past now.
What else do you want me to say?
Good luck with your life. It was nice knowing you. Have a happy life with your lover. Miranda's father, Sean, showed up at the wedding venue, but it was too late. All the guests had already left. Miranda blocked his number, so he was no longer able to get in touch with her. Sean's wife, Melanie, filed for a divorce and requested that he pay her alimony. Sean ended up borrowing money to pay the alimony to his ex-wife, and he was kicked out of the house. Things became uncomfortable for Sean at the workplace, too, and he ended up leaving. Sean's lover quit her job, too, but things weren't so bad for her because she got married to her young fiancé. Sean was all alone and lost everything that was important to him. If only he hadn't been so stupid to start an affair. We can't help but feel a little sorry for what happened to him in the end.
Hey, Sophia, you didn't even finish cleaning the house. Where are you wandering around? Where? I'm at work. Work? You're working? We talked about it before. Roy got a new job, and I started working too. That's not what I heard. Come home right now. The house is so messy and unorganized. I can't do that. I'm still working. My break is over. I have to go back. I'm not allowing you to do that. Quit your job right now. All you have to do is focus on the housework. I can't do that. If I didn't work now, we wouldn't be able to live. That's because you are not good at saving money. I'm guessing you're wasting so much, and spending even Roy's salary on you. I didn't do that. I haven't bought anything for myself. I've been saving up for a long time. What are you saying? You're already married. You don't need to dress up. I don't know who you're trying to attract. I dare you trying to cheat on my son. Of course not. It's not about who you show it to. I'm talking about the minimum necessary as a human being. I see people at work. I can't go out looking shabby. If that's the case, why don't you get a job that you don't have to see people? An introverted person like you. You should just work at a warehouse or somewhere like that. Why don't you change jobs right away? It was Roy who told me to get a job, in the first place. What? He did? He asked me to get a job, so I looked for it. I'm sorry, I really need to go back. I'll call you later tonight. What? Hey! I'm not done talking to you. Hey! Hey, what time are you coming home today? I'm close to the edge.
What? Are you complaining about Mom again?
You could say so, but... Would you talk to your mom too? I can't stand it if it goes on every day.
What do you want me to say? It's you being so clumsy. That's why she gets mad at you. Don't you ever think about fixing yourself? Don't talk like she's the only one to blame.
I'm clumsy? Do you know what she does?
You mean like teaching you some housewife stuff? It's that you don't take care of the house well. She's just teaching you how. It's her kindness, so you should be grateful.
That's not what it is. She comes to our house early in the morning every day and watch me do the housework, even at night after work. She makes sure that I do everything, and if she doesn't like the food, she throws it all away. I don't see how that's being nice.
Isn't that how it is? Have you ever thought of blaming on yourself?
What?
Grandma was much worse than her. She's doing it with kindness.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that she's sarcastic to me always, and I can't stand it anymore.
It's not that she's being sarcastic. It's all true. What's wrong with telling the truth?
What do you mean, the truth?
It's because you are not doing the housework correctly. That's why she gets mad at you. Have you tried to improve? Did you apologize to Mom?
Wait a minute. What am I apologizing for?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you should be sorry that you didn't do the housework properly? Oh, and also, you should be sorry that you haven't had a kid.
I can't do that now. I started a new job. You know the situation.
She doesn't understand that. Why don't you just say you're sorry? Then she'll understand a little.
Is it my fault?
Then what? Are you saying it's my fault? Because I changed jobs and my salary went down?
I'm sure that's part of it, but...
In the first place, I'm the only one who makes all the money in the house. Don't you think it's strange? Why do I have to work all the time? It's not fair.
When I got married, I quit my job because you wanted me to be a housewife. I quit because of you. I thought of keeping the job, though.
It depends on a situation, you know. You know the word resourceful, right? You're a wife. Think about supporting your husband. You lack of compassion.
Well then, do you support me? You don't protect me from your mother. I do all the housework too. This is just me working extra, isn't it?
Housework is supposed to be a wife's job, and I get paid better than you. I work harder than you, so you should do the housework, right? If your salary exceeds mine, then I'll do the housework.
What's with that tone? We're a couple. You could help me out a little.
Oh, my bad. I'm going back to work. You better get along with Mom. Think about how I feel about being caught in between.
Wait a minute. Hey. Sophia, come to my place right now. I'm hungry. What? Now? Yes. I'm not feeling good. Roy is on his way too. Come prepare the meal. I just finished work. Even if I hurry, it'll take an hour to get there. I can't wait that long. Roy is on his way. You better get here quickly. I mean, this is why I don't like you working. A wife gets a job. And I heard you were being so cocky, saying that it's because of Roy's salary isn't enough. Isn't that rude to him, who works so hard? No, I didn't go that far. I heard it from him. Are you saying he's lying to me? It is true that I said I got a job because he changed his jobs, but I've never complained about his salary. You keep making excuses like that. I also heard that you forced him to do the housework. You can't even do it yourself. Are you in a spot to tell others what to do? No. You should know where you stand. I'm sorry. I'll prepare dinner tonight. You're both off tomorrow, Stay here and clean the house all day tomorrow. Understood? Hey! Where are you? You are fixing the yard today. I need you to do it as soon as possible. I'm sorry. I'm at a clinic now. Why? I have a stomachache. What? Seeing a doctor only for a stomachache? That's such a waste of time. Don't be silly. It's gastroenteritis. The doctor said that it's because I'm tired. He also said I should get some rest. If you are tired, then I'm even more tired. Roy too. Getting a useless wife like you. Anyway, come back as soon as possible. You have a lot of work to do. I'm sorry. I can't go there today. That's enough. You are abandoning your housework. Only because of that, you don't know what it's like to be a wife. If you keep talking nonsense like that, I will make you two get a divorce.
I just got a call from the hospital. They said Mom was brought in. A neighbor found her. They said she had a stroke. I'm on my way to the hospital. I need you there as soon as possible.
What? Okay.
How's Mom? Nothing new?
Yeah. She's in rehab, but thinking of her age, she might be paralyzed.
Ugh. I never thought my mom would be like this.
I know. What are you going to do now? She'll be in the hospital for another 10 days, right? Is she going to stay at a nursing home?
We'll take her in. Nursing home is expensive, so you take care of her.
What? Are you sure?
Huh?
Okay, I'll do all the paperwork and stuff that's needed.
Huh? Oh,
I can quit my job, right? If I have to take care of her. I can't keep working, right?
well, yeah.
Okay, then I'll quit my job. Hey! Sophia! Is it dinner yet? I'm hungry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still getting grocery at a supermarket, and I need to do laundry too. You have to wait a little longer. What the? You better not be wandering around and killing time somewhere. I need you to do what you're supposed to do. What are you talking about? I'm getting grocery for you. I'm taking care of you. How could you say that? I don't want you to take care of me. I let you do it because I have no choice. Oh, really? But Roy won't let you stay at nursing houses. And he doesn't take care of you either. Are you sure you don't want me to take care of you? I can take care of myself. I don't need your help. Leave me alone. What are you talking about? You can't do anything on your own. You can't live without me anymore. What? For all the care you've given me, I'll pay you back. Please look forward to it from now on. Don't be silly. What are you going to do to me? You're not up to something, are you? Oh, shut up. I wish your right hand was paralyzed instead of your left hand, so that you can't use your dominant hand and stop complaining. What are you saying? I'm just kidding. That's not funny. Sorry. Oh well, I gotta go. Bye. Sophia! Come here. Now! No. Why not? Because I'm getting rid of your clothes right now. What? Why are you doing that? Because you can't even dress yourself. You don't need these fancy clothes anymore. There's no need to keep them. So I'm throwing them away. What? What are you doing? You got rid of my clothes too, remember? Now we're even. Oh, I also threw your favorite plates away. You drop plates a lot, so... You know, when you don't like the food, it's dangerous to break them, right? Wait a minute. Are you talking about... Was it the one your late husband gave you? I remember you told me so. You got rid of my plates my mother gave me too. I guess you can't blame on me. That's enough! Go pick it up right now! That was important! Too late. They have already got collected. I guess it's in the incinerator by now. Sorry about that. You are crazy! Are you taking advantage of my situation? Is that your idea of revenge? Revenge? I haven't done anything yet. I'm looking forward to what's to come. I'm in charge to take care of you. I can do whatever I want with you. You better be ready. No! I don't want you to take care of me. Get out! Right now! What? Are you sure you want to do this? Really? Of course! I mean it! I can't relax if you're here.
Hey, why is Mom alone? What are you doing?
Your mother told me to leave. So I left.
I know you did something again. Come home and apologize to Mom now.
I'm not apologizing. I'm never going back to that house again. Take a good look around the house. You don't see any of my stuff, do you?
I'm not home yet. Of course I can't see. Just come home.
Of course, you're drinking again. It's been like this for a while. Ever since we took your mother in. I do all the hard part. You go out drinking by yourself.
I can't relax at home. So I go out to drink. What's wrong with that?
Who do you think I'm taking care of? Whose parent do you think she is?
Well, she is my mother, but she is your parent too.
My parents. They are not mean like yours. They don't throw away people's things without permission, and they don't treat their daughter-in-law like a slave. I think that's normal, don't you?
But my mom took care of you.
What do you mean by taking care of? I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't be silly. What are you going to do with her now? She can't live on her own.
Why don't you think about it? It's about your parent.
I have a job. Like you, I'm busy.
I have a job too. About the job you told me to quit, I didn't. I explained the situation to my boss. So I'm just on a break. I'll be back at work tomorrow.
What? Did you fool me out?
Yes, I did. So, I was going to divorce you and leave the house. After I did back everything she has done to me.
What? Divorce? What are you thinking?
All I'm thinking about is a divorce. Your mom can't leave her room, so I called for movers. And they moved all of my stuff.
You jerk! What are we going to do now?
I'm telling you, just take care of your mother. Oh, but I guess you can't live there anymore.
What? Why not?
You know, the furniture and home appliances? I bought all of them when I used to live in an apartment. So I brought them to my new place.
Did you lose your mind? How could you?
Why? It's none of your business. They are all mine.
It's just you saying whatever you want, not getting a divorce.
I take care of your mother. I start working if we have no money to spare. And I prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner without nothing being said. I was a free housekeeper. Who would want to give that up? But that's over today. The only thing I'm thinking about is divorcing you.
Wait. If we divorce, what about me and Mom? I'd have to take care of her. I can't work.
I think you're talking to the wrong person. You should be talking to your mom right now.
Come on, please. I can't do this without you. You're going to be lonely too, aren't you?
Of course not. I'm finally free to live the life I've always wanted. I've been able to endure it because I still have some love left in me. But now, it's all gone.
Why?
What did you say when your mother was being so mean to me? You always said, it's your fault. And you made fun of me with her. It's hard to love someone like that, isn't it?
But it's your fault too.
So you're not responsible for anything? You don't have anything to blame yourself for?
No, it's not that.
If you feel sorry even for a little bit, go home right now and fill in the divorce papers. Well, I don't think you would feel sorry. I've already filed for mail forwarding. If you send it to that house under my name, it'll get to my house.
Are you serious? Are we really over?
You are getting annoying. I don't want to live in that house anymore. With you and your old lady. Good luck with taking care of her. I guess you're going to have a hard time dealing with her big mouth and not paralyzed side.
Please, hold on to me. Sophia, please come back.
About half a month later, I got a mail. A letter of apology and divorce papers from him. I knew that his mother would still get angry for not being able to move as she wants to, even if it's her son who's taking care of her. She seems to take it out on him. Roy started to miss work days. It's got difficult for him to work full-time, so he changed to a part-time job. He's now working and taking care of his mother at his parents' house. His mother is forcing him to remarry. But who would? With a man with no future and a picky mother-in-law in need of care? I am finally free from the two of them and living a stressless life on my own.